Oh, hello to everyone out there in video and television land. This is Arthur, screenwriter, short filmmaker, and computer expert, Dewey B. Reynolds. And welcome once again, everyone, to my Roku channel, my channel here on Roku. Today, I would like to talk about the subject of bullying, which is a very, very sensitive subject. And as I mentioned to you before, the main character in my book, Stuart Duffelmeyer and the Masters of Plagues, pretty much goes through the intricacies of being bullied. And if you've ever been a victim of bullying or you knew someone who's been bullying, this book will definitely enlighten you on a lot of things. And he's like the poster boy or the spokesperson for those who've been bullied. And you will get so much out of it. But I really wanted to talk to you about um, some of the mass shootings that we've had over the years, particularly in high schools, where one of the students showed up with a weapon, per se, a handgun or a semi-automatic rifle. For instance, we had Columbine, we had Sandy Hook, we had Uvalde, Texas, we had Nicholas Cruz down there in Florida, who murdered 17 people. So, and then just recently, we had the shooting in Georgia. But not only just shootings in high schools, but just mass shootings in particular. But particularly as far as bullying in high school, when students are picked on by other students, because growing up as a biracial kid, and also being a little awkward too, I was bullied a lot. So believe me when I tell you, I know a whole lot about being bullied. But many people who are doing the bullying are not aware that there can be severe consequences behind bullying someone. I mean, some people or some kids in high school or in elementary school or in middle school could be walking time bombs, people picking on them, people insulting them, the way they look, the way they dress, the way they talk, uh, their overall mannerism. And eventually, you're going to cause that person a lot of pain and grief. And the only way that they can retaliate, as though they feel, is to run and get a handgun or a rifle and come to school and shoot everyone that's in sight. Of course, in essence, I would say that's not the answer. I mean, I feel there's other ways to deal with the situation other than committing mass murders upon innocent individuals. Whether or not they actually hit their target as far as the actual people who did the bullying, who pushed them around and beat them up or slapped them around or talked bad about them or insulted them to the point where it really shattered their self-esteem. Um, and also, along with bullying comes gun control. I think our politicians and our government need to regulate gun control because of the fact guns are falling into the hands of too many people who are irresponsible. And as with drugs, I mean, it's hard to regulate it or totally stop it because it makes so much money. And unfortunately, anything, even though it's illegal and immoral and uncharacteristic, if it's making a lot of money, it's very hard to stop. Drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, um, liquor, gambling, and guns are no different. So many people are getting guns into their hands, and they're just becoming like going back to the Western days, the cowboy days. I have a gun, so that makes me tough. And if anyone steps out of line with me, it may cost you your life. We need to do something about it, but we also need to do something about bullying. I mean, the subject matter of bullying needs to be addressed very much on a wide, broad national scale. And I think politicians need to become more involved. Parents need to become more involved. Communities need to become more involved because I hate to see so many people gunned down and killed in the prime of their life. I mean, more so, even the people who had nothing to do with the bullying themselves have lost their lives at such a young age, and they had such a promising life. And it's really sad. I mean, to see people who really don't get to see life. They never go on to finish school, to finish college, to go to the military, to get married, to have children, to travel, to party, and just enjoy life overall. So, bullying, as I said beginning of this video, is a very, very sensitive subject. And so many people that for them that's the only outlet they have. Like for instance, like I remember the situation of James Holmes, who shot and killed quite a few people in the theater in Aurora, Colorado. I mean, when they interviewed him after he had done what he did, he admitted that um, first of all, his girlfriend quit him. He didn't make it into grad school. So, as criminologists would say, that those people are very angry and disgruntled, and their overall view is, I'm going to make some people pay. But he killed innocent people that had nothing to do with him not getting in grad school or his girlfriend quitting him. And there's been other situations where someone they get mad at one person, so they go on a kill spree and they kill a bunch of innocent people who don't deserve it. So, um, gun control most definitely needs to be regulated. I mean, guns need to stay out of the hands of those who are irresponsible with firearms. Yes, you have a right to be a gun owner and protect your possessions and protect your home and protect your family. But when you become an individual who becomes a renegade and you feel as though you're going to take a lot of casualties, innocent casualties, because someone has done you wrong, they've mistreated you real bad, I feel like that is so wrong for them to do that. And there's other outlets. I mean, there's therapy. Go talk to someone, talk to a family member, talk to a psychologist, call to a counselor, speak to someone. But taking a weapon and going out murdering a bunch of people is not the answer. So, therefore, um, like I mentioned before, politicians and our government need to become more involved because it's gotten way out of hand. Something needs to be done to address this issue. It has gotten way out of hand. Too many innocent people are dying. I mean, people are losing loved ones. They losing family members. They losing neighbors. They losing co-workers. They're losing people who are valuable members of the church, of the community, of the schools, you know, of their places of employment. So therefore, we need to stop this. And if we don't address the issue, it's only going to get worse. So yes, like I said, I wanted to come on here today and talk about bullying because it is a very, very serious subject. So I would encourage everyone out there to become involved. Please do what you can. Talk to your legislators, talk to your lawmakers, talk to the clergymen at your church, talk to the leaders in the community, talk to everyone that you can all across America so we can eradicate this problem because it is too far out of hand. Something needs to be done with it. And please, everyone, get involved. You have a civil duty, a civic duty to become involved. And that includes myself too. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to do what I can to try to we wish we could totally end it, but you want it can be totally wiped out. But I do believe that it can be to some point be eradicated. So everyone, please get involved and let's stop the bullying, let's stop the killing, and let's try to make our communities better. Let's try to make our country better, and let's try to make our world better. So thank you everyone for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye.